Hello everybody, this is Wendy Lovejoy, www.moneyanswersallnow.com, and I am excited to bring you another video. My grandson AJ and I just came back from the Clayton County area. One of my bird dogs, which means somebody who gives me leads on properties that they come across, told me they had found me a great lead in the Clayton County area. So we rushed over there to see what the property looked like. And even before getting there, I started calling my list of investors and letting them know that I possibly had a good deal for them in the next few hours. So we get to the location, a great subdivision in the Clayton County area, and we pull up to the property, and it was the worst property in the neighborhood. The property was a burnout. I mean, a real burnout. The grass was taller than myself, a lot of weed in the property. But again, it was the worst property in a great neighborhood, and the price point of this neighborhood was pretty good. What it would take a smart rehabber or investor to put into this property to make it really beautiful again is not as much as it looked bad, if that makes sense. So it got me to thinking about some of the people that I deal with, some of the people that I work with, and how they sometimes look at their own life, and they look at their life as not liking the situation that they're in, but then you show them some solutions, and you let them know that there's ways that they can continue to get to the place where people now see them like this property will one day be the best house in the great neighborhood. Because when an investor invests into the property, their time, their money, their energy, their knowledge, and they can turn something that looks really bad into something beautiful. And I think that's what I love about coaching people with something that I call the Yellow Letter Mentoring Program. It is an amazing way to get people that are in real estate to understand how to find property, because that's the number one issue that real estate investors have, is finding a good deal. It's very, very hard to sometimes find a good deal, especially when you don't know how to go about attracting motivated sellers. So first, before we go on to what the real topic is of today, I just simply want to invite you to check out the Yellow Letter Mentoring webinar this Thursday at 7 o'clock, and you can connect with me on my Facebook page, Wendy Lovejoy Coaching, and you can get all the details there. You can email me at ownhomes03@yahoo.com, ownhomes03@yahoo.com, and I will be happy to connect with you and go ahead and forward you whatever information you may need if real estate is a vehicle that you want to have success in. But today I want to share with you something else. Now, a good investor will come and see a property like that and visualize how it's going to look after they invest, as I said, their time, their energy, and their finances to beautify this property. And it got me thinking that some of the people that I mentor, some of the people that I coach, it's really good if you take time to visualize your success. One of the things I used to do when I was at the point of going from one industry into real estate, and I didn't know anything about real estate at the time. I just knew I liked the way that people looked that were in real estate. I liked the way brokers dressed. They looked very professional and like bankers. I liked the fact that they wore suits and had briefcases, and they just seemed to be living the life that I wanted to live. So I started visualizing myself successful. Now, this is at a time where I was really broke. I had, like I said, 3 children, and I needed $30 to get them coats because it was snowing really bad. And if you've ever lived in New York, you know those New York winters can be really bad. So I went from having a husband that took really good care of me to being on my own with my 3 children and could not afford to even buy them these coats. And I thought real estate would change that for us. So I had a conversation with my mom and my 3 kids, and I asked them to give me 1 year to invest my time, my energy, and whatever money I could come up with into real estate. I asked them not to ask me for anything, no going out to the movies, nothing but church on Sunday, no extra outfits, no going out to dinner. We literally had like Frank's for about a year, no exaggeration. We did not do anything fancy because I asked them if they would give me this year. I told my mom I would buy her a house and I would buy myself a house. I would buy her a car and I would buy myself a car. And guess what? For 1 year, we committed to it, and in a year, we were able to get it done. In that year, I took more money, and I wanted to find people that could coach me. And I found Robert Allen, who had a great conference about buying real estate with no money down. I also, a year later, I also met Robert Allen, Mike Ferry, I apologize. And Mike Ferry was the #1 real estate guru at the time, coach. And his conference was $295, but I didn't have that money. I couldn't even come up with $30 a week, let alone $295, but I stretched. And you know why? Because I visualized myself successful. And one thing I want to share with you is that when you really see your success and you think that you can have the success that you want, you start taking action steps that confirm your success. So when people told me that real estate, Robert Allen had written this book, even though his conference was in the thousands, I figured out a way to get there. When I met Mike Ferry, even though his one-day conference was free, he upsold me, or his team upsold me, to pay him $295 a month so that he can coach me. Well, within a year, I sold 100 homes by myself because of his teaching, and then I started paying $1,000 a month because I believed I would succeed, because my why was stuck to me, which was my children and my family, my mom, and the fact that I did not want to go back to the lifestyle I had before. So every action step I took was to confirm that I believed I would succeed. Most people, they hear everything they need, and then as soon as they get the price, like there's people right now, you're watching me, and you know you should have invested in the Yellow Letter Mentoring Coaching by now, but you're looking at the ticket on it, which is $497, and you're feeling that you don't have this money. You're thinking to yourself, what if I put this money out and I don't make it? What if I take money from another place and then this doesn't work? Well, you're confirming to your own brain that you believe you will fail before you believe in your success. That was not an option to me. I never thought that I would lose the money that I invested in Robert Allen. I would lose the money that I invested with Mike Ferry, because I knew that whatever they told me to do, I would get it done. So I encourage you, start acting like you believe in your own success and take action steps to confirm that. You can connect with me at www.wendylovejoycoaching on Facebook, like my page. You can also connect with me by visiting my website, www.moneyanswersallnow.com, www.moneyanswersallnow.com. Last but least, I will see you on the webinar on Thursday at 7 p.m. and you can get the details on my Facebook page. So, I thank you for being a person that wants to take the steps to propel your future into the lane of success, and I'm here to support your growth. With that being said, I'm Wendy Lovejoy. See you soon.